Today's lesson is about being able to write an equation in slope-intercept form given 2 points. It is Common Core Grade 8 Standard EE.6.
Now, in order to do this, we've got to remember a couple of things. The first thing we need to know is the slope formula, which is the difference of the y's over the difference of the x's. Or you can also read it as y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Now, after we have the slope, then we also need to know the slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Now, let's look at some examples. For example 1, we want to write an equation of a line that passes through 3, 2, and 7, 10. Well, step 1 is to find the slope. We know our x values, we know our y values, just simply plug it into the slope formula. If you do that, you're going to get 10 minus 2 divided by 7 minus 3. Well, 10 minus 2, that's 8, 7 minus 3 is 4. And 8 divided by 4, well, that reduces again. That's the same thing as 2, so now we know our slope. Step 2 is choose a point. We've got to use one of these points, either one you want to use. In this case, let's use 3, 2 as our x1 and our y1. Now, step 3 is plug your information into the y equals mx plus b. So if I know the slope is 2, the point is 3, 2, let's simply plug it in. So if we put everything in the proper place, we're going to get 2 equals 2 times 3 plus b. The only thing we do not know is the y-intercept. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. Take 6 to the other side, and you're going to get 2 minus 6, which is negative 4. Now we know our y-intercept. We know our y-intercept. We know our slope. We can write the equation. If we plug in the slope and the y-intercept into y equals mx plus b, we will get y equals 2x plus a negative 4. Well, plus a negative 4 is just the same thing as subtracting 4. So y equals 2x minus 4 is our equation. So now that we know what's going on, let's try another example. Example 2 says, again, write the equation of the line that passes through negative 3, 7 and 6, 10. Now the steps are going to be the exact same as example 1. So notice the 4 steps that we keep going through in order to go from points to the equation of a line. So step 1 is the slope. So that's the difference of the y's over the difference of the x's. Or in this case, it is 10 minus 7 divided by 6 minus a negative 3. Well, on top, 10 minus 7 is 3. On the bottom, though, 2 negatives give you a positive, so it's really 6 plus 3, which is 9. But 3/9 reduces again. 3/9 is the same thing as 1/3, so there's our slope. Now, step 2 is pick a point. Does not matter which point you use. I'm just going to use the 6, 10. Now you might go, well, I'm going to use the negative 3, 7. That's fine. They both will give you the same answer in the end, but you got to pick one. So we've got a slope, we got a point, so now we got to find the y-intercept. So step 3 says use y equals mx plus b. Plug in the y value, the x value, the 6 and the 10 that we've got, and plug in the slope, the 1/3. If you plug everything into the right place to solve for b, you're going to get 10 equals 1/3 times 6 plus b. Well, let's simplify. 1/3 of 6 is 2. So we have 10 equals 2 plus b. We'll subtract 2 from both sides to solve for b. And 10 take away 2 is 8. So there's our y-intercept. So step 4, plug it in. Oh, plug it in. So we know the slope is 1/3. We know the y-intercept is 8. Just simply plug it in the equation. If you do that, you're going to get y equals 1/3 x plus 8. This is the equation that describes the 2 points, negative 3, 7 and 6, 10. Let's try one more example just to make sure we've got the right idea. So solve the equation that goes through the points 5, 0 and 3, 7. How do we do it? Well, step 1, yet again, is slope. So difference of the y's over difference of the x's, which in this case, 7 minus 0 over 3 minus 5. Well, 7 minus 0 is 7. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. That doesn't reduce. 7 divided by negative 2 is as simplified as we can get the slope. So now step 2 is pick a point. And on this one, let's just use the 5, 0. 0, nice and neat, can get rid of it easily. So that would be the easier point, I think, this time to use. Step 3, plug it in. Oh, plug it in to find b. So we're going to plug in our y value, our slope, and our value of x. If you do that, you're going to get 0 equals negative 7 halves times 5 plus b. Well, negative 7 halves times 5, that's negative 35 halves. Now, to take that to the other side, you do the opposite, which is to add it to both sides. And 0 plus 35 halves is 35 halves. So we've got the y-intercept, we got the slope, plug it into the equation, we'll get our answer. So in place of m, we put the negative 7 halves. In place of b, we put the 35 halves. Well, if you do that, the equation that goes through the point 5, 0, and 3, 7 is the equation of a line y equals negative 7 halves x plus 35 halves. This is how you go from 2 points to the equation of a line that goes through those 2 points.